Curriculum processes include real-world, technology-rich, cross-curricular, project-based lessons to create a high-level learning experience. However, in certain school systems of lower socioeconomic status, technology and other resources are not always readily available or in enough quantity to match the student population. The goal for educators is to close this gap between these students so that all receive an equal and adequate educational experience. Our plan for creating such a learning environment for our students is going to have to include creativity and unique learning experiences. Our student population is dominated by farms populations, which sets our school back on funding and resources due to the lower tax income the school board receives from the property of surrounding area. So this model curriculum process that we've created is going to help us bring to our students those real world problems, as much technology rich lessons as we can with funding, cross curricular, project based lessons, all to help us create that high level learning experience so our students can compete with all students around the state and counties and country, even with other counties that may have better funding. The NEA, or National Education Association, has a lot of strategies to offer for closing the achievement gap. Some of these areas are what we're going to go over today. So some of these strategies that the NEA has come up with is enhanced cultural competence. What this means is that we're considering students' diversity to be an asset. We're going to increase faculty's cultural competence, as well as being sensitive to students' home cultures and understanding and capitalizing on our students' culture, abilities, resilience, and effort. The comprehensive support for students is going to screen children early for any medical or social services. We're going to work with those services and community agencies to identify students who need additional instructional support. That way, we can provide them support via mentors, tutoring, peer support networks, and role models, etc. Outreach to students' families is going to be vital. We need to make sure that we engage and reach out to our students' families and establish those community locations. We need to make sure we can speak the languages of the homes our students are coming from, as well as providing adequate transportation and ways for our students to get here to get our educational experiences. Also, extended learning opportunities show great improvement for our students, whether it's instituting full day kindergartens and pre kindergartens to extended learning before and after school programs, as well as summer programs. Some other strategies NEA offers is classrooms that support learning, so using those varied effective strategies for our diverse learners, targeting literacy and math instruction if needed, safeguard instructional time, and using our research and data to improve our practice. Supportive schools is just helping to close this gap by setting high expectations and providing rigorous, deep curricula. We're going to focus on academics as well as providing a safe, orderly learning environment to help all of our students achieve the levels we need them to achieve. Our strong district support is going to help close this achievement gap by providing funding through grants and other supplies that staff and students may need. So this access to qualified staff is us hiring competent, hardworking teachers that are willing to make a difference in our schools. One of the ways we can definitely improve on our qualified staff is to improve our teacher education programs. This model curriculum process that I'm presenting to you guys is not only about the students and getting them resources, but also getting the teachers resources as well, so they can really focus on providing a quality education to our students so that they are prepared and competent in the areas that they're teaching. One of the big struggles that our district is facing because of the high population of students qualified for farms is that we don't have adequate resources and funding to a point where our students have the start other counties might. So the NEA is helping us to recognize that we do need to seek adequate and equitable funding. We're going to target resources that will help us close the gaps in what we specifically need in our schools for our students. So we're going to expand our school capacity via those additional resources so we can engage businesses, universities, foundations, and other community partners near us that can help in our school's work. We are going to specifically seek federal, state, and private funding in collaboration with those partners to leverage these NEA programs and get us the funding we need for our schools. Schools that close achievement gaps focus on improving learning for all students. We're maintaining a no excuses attitude, keeping those standards very high and very rigorous. And we're going to use our research and data to improve our practice and involve everyone in improvement processes, persistent through difficulties and setbacks, and celebrate accomplishments. This overall collaboration and goal is going to help our students bridge this gap and make sure our model curriculum is matching the model curriculums of everyone in the county. Our plan for creating such a learning environment for our students would have to include creative and unique learning experiences. Our student population is dominated by farms populations, which sets our school back on funding and resources due to those lower tax incomes the school board receives from the property of surrounding area. But with creative and unique learning experiences, we can offer our students a better learning experience, bridging this gap and truly emphasizing a model curriculum for all of our staff and students in the area.